South Africans who are trapped in the Middle East might actually be evacuated from the war zone by Iran. Here's what's happening with this interesting development. So those of you who've been following the Iran-Israel-US war closely will know that there are thousands of South African expats who are living in Gulf countries who are effectively trapped there and in danger because of the ongoing war. Now, unfortunately, as I explained in a previous video, DIRCO has done very little to actually help these people. No emergency expatriation flights have been arranged, and they've given very little guidance on what these people can actually do. In fact, when some flights did open up, they didn't even mention which airports they could go to or which airlines were offering flights. And so I actually gave some of that information in my past video. And all of a sudden, it seems like things may actually have changed and that some South Africans might be getting the help they need. But it doesn't seem to be DIRCO who's interested in doing this work, but rather Iran. Now, before we get into this, could I please remind you, if you haven't already subscribed to the channel, to do so. You can do this by clicking on the subscribe button below the video. Furthermore, if you would like to support the channel and enjoy some additional perks, consider becoming a Power Club member. You can do this by clicking on the join button below. Now let's get into it. So the Iranian ambassador to South Africa has revealed that Iran is willing to assist certain South Africans who are trapped in the Middle East to return to South Africa. So as explained here, speaking during a media briefing on the escalating conflicts between Iran, Israel, and the US, the ambassador to South Africa, who is Mansour Shakib Meher, has said that South Africa should prioritize the safety of its citizens. We hope South Africa can evacuate its citizens from the region, he said. He added that the DIRCO was already coordinating evacuation efforts, but said Iran could assist if needed. DIRCO is facilitating the process of evacuation, but we are ready to assist if required. This already raises questions because ultimately we haven't seen any progress on the evacuation front at all. So let's see if something happens in the coming days. So his remarks came hours after DIRCO confirmed that a growing number of South Africans in the Middle East had registered on the government's Travel Smart system. According to DIRCO, more than 6,400 South African citizens in the region have registered their presence as of March the 4th, 2026. The department urged citizens in the region for non-essential travel to make use of official evacuation channels where possible. This proactive measure is essential to prepare for an exit from the danger zone as soon as it is safe to secure passage. Now, something that's notably missing is that they're saying that these evacuation plans are in motion, yet they're not. We don't see any flights being scheduled, and even if there are no flights, just like the Americans did in Israel, there are ways that you can get people out through train, through rail, through vehicles, across other countries' borders. There are alternative methods. So ultimately, it doesn't really make sense that you can say, oh, well, because flights are cancelled, we're just going to leave people stranded. Second of all, getting people registered on an app is not actually progress in terms of evacuating them. Yes, it helps on the administrative front to know who is in the country and where they may be, but it's nothing more than that. Unless DIRCO actually acts on this information, it doesn't actually go anywhere constructive. And so ultimately, what seems to be happening is that Iran is the most vocal party here. Seems that the Iranian ambassador is more interested in evacuating South Africans than DIRCO seems to be. And so it is quite an interesting development, to say the least. Now, I would like to give you an update on flights, just to help any South Africans who may still be in the UAE specifically. So as explained here, Dubai's flagship carrier, Emirates, announced that they have more than 100 flights that would operate on Thursday and Friday across Asia, Africa, Americas, Europe, and Middle East. And it does seem that some of these flights are actually to South Africa. So anybody who is still in the UAE and wants to get out, I advise you to go onto the Emirates website, maybe contact their customer support center within the country and see if you can organize yourself a flight home. Hopefully that will help. Thank you very much for tuning into this video. If you found it informative, please remember to subscribe to the channel for more content. Until next time, I'm Matthew Cohen, and this is the Power Pod.